Welcome to my soul tribe. My name is Miriam Rose. This channel is dedicated to spirituality, makeup, as well as commentary. So please like, subscribe to my channel, ring the bell below, make sure it's set on all. Please make sure that you're still subscribed because at the moment YouTube is unsubscribing people. Share my videos if you can. I really appreciate that. Comment down below because I love reading your comments. And I love to know your own experiences. And also please join me on Instagram for regular updates. Now today's video is a little bit interesting. I don't know, it's interesting for me. I hope it will be interesting for you. So it's makeup fails that influencers made me buy. So this was when I used to watch YouTube. I used to really get influenced by recommendations of influencers. So whenever I was recommended a new trend, let's say, I would run out or start typing up, looking up, because in Australia we don't have a lot of brands. Look up on different websites all kinds of makeup that was current at the time, that was brand new, and that influencers have recommended to me, their subscriber. In this particular video, I'm about to say that all of these influencers stated that there were not all these makeup products were their own opinions and they were not sponsored. I believe that a majority of them were sponsored because what they said that the makeup would do and the way they presented it was very different to what I have received in the mail or what I had purchased, and it didn't do what they promised, the miraculous outcomes that the influencers promised that a variety of different makeup is going to do. For different reasons, different makeup failed me. Some of it is not the influencer's fault. Some of it is because it didn't suit my skin type. I would love to read your comments on what you bought from the recommendation of influencers which didn't sit well with you. So let's start with this Pixi Hydrating Milky Mist. Tati Westbrook went hard on this. She said that it was the most hydrating milky mist that you just had to, I had to go out and I actually had to go on iHerb to purchase it because we don't stock Pixi in Australia, and I couldn't wait to try it out on my skin. She said it was the most hydrating spray. It made your skin feel flawless. It made it or soft and plump, and it was so hydrating, and it was just absolutely a miraculous milky mist, and it would hydrate your skin to the max. What it did for me, it dried out my skin. It may not have been her fault. It may have been just the fact that the hyaluronic, or how you say it, hyaluronic acid that is in this particular milky mist, hydrating milky mist, dried out my skin. It just did. That's just me. I have normal to dry skin, and it made it a lot more dry than what it is originally. That's that. And that's just me. Maybe it's just me, the way my skin reacted to it. Then there was a lovely lady who I think stopped doing YouTube altogether, by the name of Dinah. And I used to thoroughly love her reviews and her channel. She used to recommend a lot of brands, all cruelty-free, because I'm a cruelty-free channel. A lot of brands made in China, which are cruelty-free and are supposed to be of good quality, and a lot of them are. And Key Best is an absolutely great makeup brand for a lot of its range. It's just that this particular foundation wasn't it for me. It just wasn't. This is what it looks like. This is how it squirts out. It's very runny, and see, it just keeps running. Yep. So what it did not sink into my skin. It did not make it look like my second skin. It just stayed on top of the skin, and it became very patchy, and it came off very easily, and it was an absolute fail for me. And I've tried it, and I just kept it for this particular video because I have no intentions of using it again. Next, again, another product by Didnt, which was supposed to be a miracle stick foundation, Golden Rose. I actually went on eBay. I remember it vividly, and I had to purchase it from Bulgaria because I couldn't find it anywhere else. Now, this foundation stick is supposed to be a dupe for Hourglass at a much smaller price, at a drugstore price. No, it's not. It's not a dupe at all. It just sits on your skin. It doesn't sink into your skin. It makes your pores look bigger than they already are, and it doesn't last at all. It doesn't, if you want to put it on for an hour or so, just run your errands and wear a mask, you'll come back with, a huge line, an outline of your mask, because it will all come off. So it's a no for me. Has anyone else heard of this brand? Has anyone tried it? I would love to know. My goodness. Now, once again, Didnt and Tarte. Dermacol. Dermacol was supposed to be the best foundation in this world. This foundation, I had to have it. It was meant to be the best in the world. It was meant to have the best coverage, and it was meant to make your skin look natural and flawless. No, it didn't. It doesn't. What it does, it's a bit messy. What it does is it actually makes your skin so dewy. I'm trying to squeeze some out. This is what it looks like. It makes your skin so dewy that even if you set it really well with setting powders and spray your face with setting spray, etc., after about half an hour, you look like you need to spread butter on your face. I don't know about dewy. It's extra dewy. It is so dewy that it makes you glow to the gods, because it is so creamy, like butter, and it just comes through your setting powder. It just gets through your setting sprays, and you look like you've smudged butter all over your face. So I was so disappointed because it was meant to be the best foundation in the world, like the best that there was. But no, it wasn't at all. Not for me. Maybe for you. Maybe, I don't know, because I was thinking maybe if you had drier skin, but my skin leans on the dry side anyway, so that's what it did for me. So I'm just wondering, has anyone tried Dermacol foundation, and what did you think of it? Next, everybody's favorite Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. I've got the mini size. I wanted to try out the mini before I was going to invest into the big bottle. Now tell me, they're saying that this Tarte Shape Tape Concealer is not sponsored. Everybody is using it. Everybody loves it. Now tell me, why does it dry out so fast that you need to actually start blending each side of your under eye separately, then your nose separately, apply it, and then separate and blend it in separately. Apply it on your chin, apply it on your, and then blend it in. The same with your forehead. It dries up within seconds. I'm not loving it. And and I've tried it again today. It does leave a few creases under the eyes. I mean, that's just to be expected, I suppose. But for some reason, it feels a little bit cement-like for me. And a lot of influencers compare it to CoverGirl True Blend Concealer, and they say that this CoverGirl True Blend Concealer is a dupe for Tarte Shape Tape, because the large bottle looks exactly, or the large tube looks exactly the same as this particular tube. So it must be the same. It's not. This is a much creamier consistency. This is creamy. The CoverGirl is creamy, whereas the Tarte is dry. It's dry. Now, even though I want to finish this product, I don't want to for it to go to waste. I just need to take my time blending it out. And I also use this CoverGirl concealer quite often. Now, they're not the same. This is not a dupe for this at all. They're completely different formulas. Now, with the CoverGirl one, why I've included it, for one reason, to say that it's not a dupe for Tarte Shape Tape. And secondly, because even though I do use it, I will use it up, I can't see myself repurchasing it, because after applying it, it looks fine. Everything looks fine. After I apply it, when I put setting powder over it, it rubs off when I use a brush. So you need to use a powder puff to apply the setting powder very gently over this concealer in order for it not to rub off. So just saying. Next, Jeffree Star. When Jeffree Star brought this concealer out, I had to instantly run out and buy it. I mean, Jeffree Star after all. And it's a squeezy tube, and it's got this brush, and it's got very thin consistency, and it's not comfortable to use, and it doesn't have much coverage. He said it's not sponsored. He just loves this particular concealer, or he did at the time, and it's by LA Girl. And of course I had to, Jeffree Star said, and back then he was very popular, so I had to go and grab it. I had to. I don't know why, but I did. I mean, since I became an influencer myself, and I've been watching YouTube for a good 4.5 years. Obviously, I have changed my mind, and I'm not as spontaneous with my purchases as I was back in the day initially. But this particular concealer, for several reasons, for this squeezy tube, which is inconvenient, for this brush, which is unnecessary, and for this very thin consistency, is an absolute no for me. I did use it. I used quite a fair amount of it until I realized that it wasn't doing what Jeffree Star promised it was going to do. He said it was, you know, it had really full coverage. It doesn't. Okay, I was influenced. I'm not going to tell you all the influences. I mean, you know, that would sound like I'm a diva doba. All the influences that influenced me. Can I just say, before I start with these mascaras, I love Flower Beauty. It's one of my most favorite drugstore brands on the market. I started off with Warrior Flower mascara. Started using this because Princess Warrior mascara wasn't out yet, and because this is a drier formula to this mascara, I really enjoyed using this mascara. The only thing it didn't do, it didn't give me the length that it promises, but it's a very reasonable mascara to use, and I quite enjoyed it. Then an influencer was raving about this mascara for so long, and all of a sudden it came to Australia, and like I ran to the drugstore, or the pharmacy as we call them here, and I bought it, and I did a Flower Beauty dedicated video, which I need to upload one of these, and I will upload it very soon. And I was saying this is an amazing mascara and it's so good, but yes, it's good, it's not bad, but it's a wet consistency. It's good if you like a wet consistency. This particular one by Flower Beauty is a much drier consistency. I prefer the drier consistency. Many people prefer the wet consistency. It's just it's a personal choice. So I raved on about this product, but in my video. But can I just say that I like it more, and in actual fact I enjoy this mascara almost as much as I enjoyed this mascara when I use a lash primer with it, because it dries up the eyelashes, and it makes the mascara more dry, and that's when I enjoy wearing it. That's when it gives me the volume, the fluffiness, and everything else that comes with a good mascara. And this is a very decent mascara. They also say it's a dupe for Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, because it's got a very similar applicator. But if I use a eyelash primer first, then this is better than Sex eyelash mascara by Too Faced. Next, oh my god, I've got so many products that I kept collecting to make this video. Why was I told that Physicians Formula bronzer had to be glowy? And look at it, I hit pan on it. Like I did, I used a lot. I kept using it because I was told it's great and it's wonderful. Now, needless to say, my taste has changed. I am a lot more selective now, and glowy bronzers are no longer in the thing of the past, and thank God for that, because I much rather enjoy a matte consistency, a matte powder when it comes to bronzers. So that's why this Physicians Formula bronzer is a no for me. But I almost finished the whole box until I finally discovered that it's a no for me. So that's that. Let's go into eyeliners. LA Girl, I just picked a few. I bought almost all the colors that they had at the time. LA Girl gel eyeliners. Everybody raves about them. Everybody says they're the most amazing eyeliners for a fantastic price. And that's why I ran out, and I didn't run out. I typed it in, went into a website that sells LA Girl, because once again we don't get it in Australia, and I bought just about every color range that they sell, only to find out that there is something in this formula that makes my waterline sting when I use it. So I can't use these gel eyeliners at all, because it burns my eyes to a point where I start tearing up and crying. When it comes to another eyeliner, Miriam, another cruelty-free eyeliner, another one that was suggested to me by a famous influencer. I thought, yes, wonderful, fantastic, great price for a fantastic eyeliner. It smudges. It gives you panda eyes after probably half an hour. So that's self-explanatory, isn't it? It's a no for me. Colourpop Honey Jude gel eyeliner. I love Colourpop as a brand. I use Colourpop all the time. I use their eyeliners all the time. I'm wearing an icy green, like a light icy green or lime or whatever it's called today. I love it. I wanted this so much. This was recommended to me by an influencer. They said it was good. It's not good. Why did they tell me that it was good? And when it wasn't sponsored, why? Yes, you get color payoff, kind of. And we don't have Colourpop here in stores, so it's not like I can go to a store and have a look at it or try it out or anything like that. Not that we can these days because of COVID. But back in the day, like you could do swatches, but we don't have Colourpop here in Australia. We need to order it from America. This is how it swipes on the hand. On the waterline, it doesn't show up. It just doesn't show up at all. There's no color payoff. None. I told the sales team of Colourpop, and unfortunately they say that they sell a lot of them, so why am I complaining? Maybe they changed their formula since I bought the Honey Jude one from Colourpop, but it's, it can be a hit and miss, and this one is an absolute miss. Marc Jacobs. Once again, I bought the mini eyeliner. I'm thinking Marc Jacobs. I'm thinking this is how you use it. You screw it up. I'm thinking an influencer who has millions of subscribers is telling me that Marc Jacobs is a wonderful brand and their eyeliners are just fantastic. Well, his eyeliners. I went out and bought one. Yes, I did, because I listened. I'm a good girl. I listen to what I'm being recommended. Well, I did back in the day. It was a disappointment. It doesn't stay on the waterline. It just disappears. It does a Houdini. It just vanishes completely. I don't know where it goes, but it disappears completely. Yes, I was told, go out and buy Colourpop eyebrow gel. I did. I did in clear. Look, and once again, I think it was Raw Beauty Christie who raved about this particular gel brow, and she said it keeps your brows in place and whatever else, and yeah, I did. I bought it in clear. I'm thinking next time I'll try. I'm not 100% happy with the clear, because it doesn't keep them really in place very well. It's not like it makes a huge difference to your eyebrows. So I may next time try a tinted one just to see if I will like it any better, any more. I guess if you just use a hairspray and spray it on an eyebrow brush spoolie and just brush it through your eyebrows, you'll get a better effect. It doesn't have much of staying power, so I do use it, and I want to use it up. Will I repurchase it? No, I won't. A few eyeshadows. I'm not going to bore you for much longer. This is a very old palette, so bear with me. They still sell it though. It's all matte by Elf. Or do you need brown, or do you need all browns with just a couple of grays just to throw into the mix? This is the most boring. I don't know why I listened. I seriously don't know why I had to go and buy this palette. I like shimmer on my eyelids. I seriously don't understand why I was so naive. But how many shades of brown do you need in one matte palette? Apparently a lot. I seriously don't reach for it. I don't reach for it. And you know, lucky for Elf that their formula has really improved with time, and they come out with fantastic eyeshadow palettes, which I absolutely love. So, and I love a lot of Elf products, but an influencer told me to buy it, so I did. Why did I buy it? I thought it was wonderful at the time because somebody told me so. I don't know what is wrong with our mentality. Why are we not thinking for ourselves and just I know why, because at the time this palette wasn't available in Australia. So once again, not that I'm excusing myself for buying it, but I wasn't able to go into the shop and have a look at it. I could only purchase it online. So I guess it looked more enticing online than in real. Not sure what I'm going to do with it. Maybe I'll just give it to someone as a gift who will appreciate it, who likes lots and lots of neutral brown shades with a couple of grays thrown into the mix. Okay, Wet n Wild. Wet n Wild. I was recommended Wet n Wild, these amazing eyeshadows that were the best thing, and not sponsored as they told me. So I believed them, and I bought a whole bunch of them. I only kept 2 palettes just for the videos. I don't reach for it. They're very they have a lot of fallout. They're very chalky. They're not very pigmented. So the influencer promised me an amazing outcome, and it didn't happen. The other one that I kept, and I kept it for a reason, because I think it's a good dupe for what was that sub? Oh my god, ABH, the palette that everybody hated, the green palette. I think it's a good dupe for it. That's why I kept it. Do I reach for it? No. Why? Because the shadows. The shadows are chalky. The shadows, the shimmers are not shimmery. There is so much fallout. It's just not worth it. And there's very limited color payoff. So, you know, I don't feel like standing there and putting eyeshadows on for 3 hours just to get to the look that I'm looking for. Subculture is the name that of that palette that I'm talking about by ABH, a dupe. I think it's a close dupe for a much cheaper price. Golden Hour by Viseart. Viseart, I was told, is a bougie brand, which is an incredible brand. So now that's when Sephora was having a Black Friday sale just recently, I went out and I bought it. Now, what do I think of of the packaging. It's pretty, it's nice, it's gold. Viseart. Why was I told that Viseart eyeshadows are absolutely amazing and fantastic and buttery and smooth, and they have incredible color payoff, and they're supposed to be one of the best eyeshadows on the market? And the influencers that said that in the video said that not sponsored, so it must be true. Here are the colors. I did try them. I tried them the first time without any eyeshadow primer. After about 10 minutes, they all mixed together and bunched up on me, and made my eyelids look like a hot mess. Then I tried this palette with eyeshadow primer. It didn't stay on my eyelids. I don't know. My eyelids are not oily. I don't have oily eyelids. I don't have problems with any other eyeshadows. They tend to stay on my eyelids without any problems, especially if I use a eyeshadow primer. This is not a good representation of Viseart if I'm told that Viseart is a very good brand, because let's take black as an example. Black, first of all, they're very dry. Let's swatch it. Oh, well, I guess it looks fairly black, charcoaly black, kind of charcoal on the hand. When I put it on my eyes, it looks grayish, muddy gray. I don't know. I need to try Viseart again just to be sure, because this palette didn't wow me at all. None of the, and you can see that I've tried all the colors. The colors were not smooth. They did not glide on my eyelids. They were very hard to blend. They were almost impossible to blend. And when I started blending, the color kept coming off. Maybe if I applied these eyeshadows for an hour, keep on applying more and more and more over the eyelids, then I might have a better color payoff. But I'm sorry, it's a fail for me in a big way, because this is an expensive palette and I expected great results. And I was told by an influencer by several influencers that Viseart is an amazing brand. So I will need to try another palette in the future, just to be sure, and to make sure that maybe this was just a fluke and this wasn't a good formula with the other Viseart palettes are. I'm reaching the end. I'm tired of talking. I haven't talked so much in a very long time. Mary Lou, the bomb. Oh my God. Every influencer raved on about this particular highlighter. This was supposed to be the best thing that came out as far as highlighters are concerned. Now, can I just say, it's Sparkle Glitter City. It's just glitter. Do you like glitter? If you do, then you will definitely enjoy this particular highlighter. Can you see it? Yes, you can. There it is. I actually, when I bought it, I got really excited because, I was told it was the best glitter that ever existed. Or, I'm exaggerating a bit, but I was told that by influencers, I was influenced that this glitter, this highlighter is absolutely stunning on your face and you'll get amazing results. Well, I bought it. I was going out for coffee. I applied it. I applied it on the where on this area here of on my cheekbones, and I applied it on my nose and on the corner of my nose, and I went out and I was thinking that I was looking so amazing and glowy and, you know, glowing to the gods and looking absolutely super and fantastic. And then I came home and my son said, "What's wrong with your nose?" And I said, "Why?" And he said, "You look like Santa Claus. You look like Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer. Why is the corner of your nose, why is your whole nose shining and glowing? I mean, you can see it from outer space." And that's how I went out. Yes, it's glowing. It's glittery and glowy. And if you want to use it, and of course I will use it up. Of course I will. But I don't recommend. Now let me see. See? Let's see. Can you see it? Yes. It's very glowy and very glittery. But I don't recommend that you use it on your nose, because people will look funny at you. My son, I thought I looked fantastic, and then my son really made me feel embarrassed that I went out with like this glowy pointy tip on my nose, this glittery glow, a burst of glow. Almost at the end. Wet n Wild Catsuit Liquid Lipstick, recommended by Tarte Westbrook, and she, you know, it's like she can sell me anything really, because I trust her opinion, and in most cases she is very honest. I mean, I'm not saying she wasn't honest with this. I'm saying in most cases she's very accurate with her descriptions and whatever else. This particular Wet n Wild Catsuit liquid lipstick is not it. Maybe it's not it for me, maybe it is it for somebody else. Obviously, it's a very inexpensive brand, and it's a very inexpensive liquid lipstick. And I was told by Tarte Westbrook that it was going to stay on my lips, and it was fantastic quality. To me it wasn't. It flakes off, it comes off, and as Raw Beauty Christie says, it leaves you with this bum crack. So, you know, maybe it works for Tati and it works for many other people. It just doesn't seem to be working for me. Lastly, I'm not going to bore you for much longer. I don't know what this spot is on my face. I hope it's not distracting you. Oh my god, Colourpop All Star Setting Spray. I know it's old and I know they're not selling this particular one anymore, but I thought I'll include it anyway, just in case other people still have it. Would you like to be immersed in a spray in a shower spray? Like what's with the nozzle? Look, can the camera pick it up? It is so powerful. It gives you this whoosh, this burst of wetness of a setting spray. So, you know, I was woken up instantly when I used it at first, because I didn't expect such a powerful spray in my face. Well, that's it for my for my whinging video of makeup fails that influencers made me buy. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you leave a comment. I would love to know what influencers made you buy, which you thought was a fail for you. So thank you very much for watching. Cosmic kisses to everyone. Bye for now. Till next time. And they were not just one second, I forgot the word. I don't know why Can you see it on the screen? I've got this, I don't know what it is. It's weird.